Okay, I'm here with some MATHia help. This is from the second module 2, graphing quadratics. This is the second workspace. I'm probably going to do one from the second and the third because it does change up a little bit. Oh, this is a hard one. So what we're talking about here is the mat width, and this is talking about the units. So the only unit that I see over here in our picture, and that's talking about inches, feet, all that fun information. So the only thing I see is inches. For our frame length, inches. For frame width, inches. And then for our frame area, we're doing length times width. So we're going to have inches squared. Our expression. So this is where we're talking about the x values that are in here. So x should be your first one because that's just what we're talking about in general. For our frame length, it looks like we're going to have 7 plus 2x, maybe? Yes, so 7 plus 2x. And then for our frame width, it looks like we're going to have 4 plus 2x. And then finally, for our frame area, we're doing that length times width again. So we'll have that 7 plus 2x and that 4 plus 2x. Yep, so we're right. So then for question 1, you got to then come down here and read these questions. So the photographer makes a mat that is 1.75 inches wide. So the mat width is 1.75. So, and the nice thing about these is if you get your first blank right on the question, it'll fill in the rest for you, and if you're curious about how they got these other widths, we're just plugging in x here. So we plugged in 1.75 times 2 plus 7, and we got 10.5. So, and then make sure you're plotting your points, and your point that you're plotting is x, and then the frame area. So I'm looking at 1.75, which will be somewhere in here. And I need to go up to about like 78. So we'll just get it close enough, I hope. Yeah, so, and the nice thing about MATHia is if you get it close enough, they will put it right on the spot for you. So I don't believe we have to draw a curve yet. Maybe we do have to draw a curve. Okay, so yeah, so you got to plot 3 points before you draw a curve. So we got to come back up here. And I guess you then click in your boxes. So if a frame measures 12 inches long by 9 inches wide, determine what the mat width will be needed and the total frame area. So we know that our frame measures 12 inches long, so that's our length. So we're going to have 12 here. And 9 inches wide, so you're going to have a 9 here. So you then have to do 12 equals 7 plus 2x to be able to determine what your x is and your area is. So once you have your x, you'll be able to plug it in to get your area, but you have to plug these things in to be able to get that. So that should get you majority of way through that one. But like I said, you got to plug these in to be able to get x. So you'll have 12 equals 7 plus 2x equals 12. So then you'll have to do math to equal to x to figure out what your x value is here. So that's pretty much how you'll go about filling that table in, and then you'll plot the points and you'll click draw curve. Okay, let me do one from the third workspace. Oh, that was the third workspace. Here's a second workspace. I did those out of order, sorry. The third workspace is definitely harder. So this will be an example from the second workspace. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. You have to launch workspace, not the other one. So I'm going to skip and go to problem because I've done this about 5 times now. So again, our unit here, which I'm going to move this all over so that I can see what my unit is. So I have to look down here in the text and read that 15 feet. So we're looking at feet, and feet squared. Our expression is going to be x because of that variable that we have. That's the only variable we have is that x. And then x again for it's x. Again, you got to read. So for each of that, the length will be 19 feet longer. So it'll be x plus 19. Sorry, I didn't read all the way. Bad me. And then finally, for your lot area, you are going to do x times x plus 19. Enter. Question 1. The width is 58 feet. 58 plus 19 is 17. And then you're just going to continue to go down through these. So the lot that is 93 feet wide. So I'm going to make sure I'm on 93. And I do believe you can go ahead and do all of your questions and then plot all of your points, but you can either do your questions, or you can do question 1, plot the point, question 2, plot the point, but make sure you plot those points or it's not going to let you go on. So hopefully that'll solve up most of the problems with these workspaces. And again, the kind of stinky part about MATHia is if you get them wrong, they're going to keep giving you questions until you get them right. So if you get it right the first time, you should not have that many questions, hopefully. But if y'all got any other MATHia questions, let me know.